Jai Shri Krishna. The story of Amma Kshatraniji. Amma Kshatraniji lived in Gada with her large family of her husband, 2 toddler sons, and parents-in-law. Her parents also lived in Gada. In the short span of a few months, she lost her entire family except the 2 sons. She spent her days weeping over her devastating loss and taking care of her sons. One night, Shri dreamt of Bhagwan Krishna asking her to be the disciple of the great Guru Shri Mahaprabhuji, who was visiting Vaishnav Gadadhar Dasji of her village. She laid awake for the rest of the night. In the morning, she took her 2 sons and went to pay respect to Shri Mahaprabhuji. She informed him about her dream and requested him to accept her as his disciple. Pleased with her humility, Shri Mahaprabhuji initiated Ammaji, gave her a deity of Shri Krishna Lalji, and he advised her to serve her Thakorji as her child with much love. Ammaji served her Thakorji with so much love that he came alive to play with her sons. Ammaji's sons were calling her Amma, so Thakorji too started calling her Amma. All 3 would play all day long and play mischief with Ammaji. They would bother Ammaji with their demand for delicious sweets, milk, and butter. Ammaji's happiness knew no bounds. In a few days, Shri Mahaprabhuji left Gada to go to Kashi to accept renunciation and then leave his body. Sometime later, one after the other, the 2 sons died, leaving their mother alone. Once again, Ammaji was lost in deep grief. Her eyes were never dry as she kept on weeping for her sons. Her Thakorji tried his best to comfort her, but could not succeed. Concerned about his beloved Ammaji, Thakorji informed Shri Mahaprabhuji's son, Shri Gusaiji, to come to Gada to comfort Ammaji. Shri Gusaiji came to Gada and met Ammaji. He said to her, "Ammaji, your constant weeping makes your Thakorji worry about you. Why do you cry so much?" Ammaji said, "Guruji, I'm not crying for my sons because I know they will never return. I also know that I am not alone, as I have my Thakorji with me. I am crying because my Thakorji lost his best friends and playmates, and now he does not have anyone to play with." Shri Gusaiji was much pleased with her answer and said, "You are such a blessed Vaishnav. Please do not worry about your Thakorji. He will be fine without your sons." Ammaji promised to be her usual joyful self for the pleasure of her Thakorji. After a few days, Shri Gusaiji returned to Ammaji's house to check on her. He asked, "Ammaji, how is your Thakorji doing?" Ammaji replied, "Gurudev, please see for yourself." Shri Gusaiji saw Thakorji happily drinking milk offered by Ammaji. Shri Gusaiji was very happy to see Thakorji in such a good mood. He said to Ammaji, "Ammaji, please send me some of that milk as prasad when Thakorji is done." Ammaji sent prasadi milk for Shri Gusaiji. After Ammaji died, her Thakorji, Shri Krishna Lalji, was taken away by Shri Gusaiji. These days, the same Thakorji accompanies Shri Navnith Priyaji at Nathdwara. The moral of Amma Kshatraniji's story is that Vaishnavs must learn not to worry about the issues of their personal or spiritual lives. They must practice submitting all their worries at the feet of Bhagwan Krishna, while also serving their Thakorji with joy in their heart. Jai Shri Krishna.